Hey guys, I'm Justin with Frontline. I'm in charge of marketing and sales for Frontline Group, and I love 23.5. You guys have been awesome. I think just from the rebrand, bringing our logo from what was outdated to what I feel now looks more in trend with the times. I think a lot of the copy and the graphic work you guys have done for us, I've been really happy with. Website updates, putting together newsletters for our customers, right, with the breezy and putting a face behind the brand, as well as, I think some of the things that's been really impactful with 23.5 is the consistency that we've experienced around our posting. One of our objectives for last year was really to focus on our social presence. Really LinkedIn, we were able to double our LinkedIn follower count over, how long? 6 months? 6-month period, doubled. So, lots of wins there. And, one of my favorite parts about working with you guys, I think, is just when we have the in-person meetings and how you take the time to really explain the logic behind the whys we do things, right? Like just even simply breaking down like reputation scores and how SEO really is meant to work. It's nice to come in and not just be coworkers, but also learn in the process. I just say like the relationship, the fact that I can put some faces with names. You guys operate like a smaller company, but give the same resources and attention as a big one, right? So the big differentiator to me is the ability to get a hold of you directly. If I have things that are kind of high priority initiatives for the business, I'm able to text or get quick replies to my emails. And just, it feels a little bit more personal. So it's like boutique level support with the small business feel, but you're able to support our growing business, which big deal, man. I think the brand relaunch was a big one. When we first started working together in a more, I'd say like full-time capacity with your group, we knew that Frontline's logo was a little outdated. I think it was kind of developed back in early 2000s. And you guys had presented to me kind of a vision of what you think the logo should look like, which I loved, right? And we were able to execute on that rebrand relatively quickly. I think after we made the decision on the logo we wanted, we had website updates launched within a week. And then really just systematically the way you guys were able to help us work through collateral like company letterheads, Zoom backgrounds, basically everything we needed in order to operate with the new logo. It felt like it moved very smoothly. I'd say within 30 days of the final decision, all of our collateral was up to date, and great customer feedback on the new logo. I don't know that marketing goals are ever achieved, right? It seems like it's a ever evolving area of focus, right? But I would say some of the things, just getting consistent voice behind Frontline's been I think the biggest win for us. Being consistent the way we post on social. It's almost like when I get onto our sites or when I get onto my personal LinkedIn, I'm constantly seeing the newest update from our business, which I think is important, which means anybody that's following our company's probably experiencing the same thing. As well as just, back to the logo, I think bringing the brand into the future. Honestly, I think it's just more like an extension of the team, right? Since kind of actively engaging with 23.5, it just feels like, with you and Jake, I have the relationships with you guys, but you're always very accessible, quick to respond, and easy to work with. We have great brainstorming sessions. When we do meet, I think it's a really collaborative environment where we're comfortable enough to just talk about our ideas, and you guys give honest feedback to me, and I feel like receive the feedback equally as well. So it's been great. I think the above and beyond is when we met in person and you really sketched out for me, here's what we anticipate next year to look like. And you delivered that in a meaningful way, right? So when the QBR came, you had put together the presentation, the plan, the budget, and what it would look like to execute on that. So the fact that you guys are taking the time to sit down and brainstorm about our business and what we could do to continue to accelerate the growth of the company, but not just talking about it, putting it together in detail and then delivering. Putting a voice behind the company and consistency in the way that we post right now, right? We're still, I'd say, relatively in the infant stages in the sense of what we're looking to accomplish, but getting the consistency and the cadences behind the brand and really a common voice, right? Like all of our content goes out, it's got the same feel, the same look, and more importantly, it's happening on a consistent, regular basis with really no thought on my end, right? Like we talk about it, you guys put together the plan, you have a team that will go execute on it, and I think consistency is key if you really want to bang the drum behind any brand. Do it. To me, I think it's really centered around that same plan that was shared when we went into our SKO and marketing presentation for the leadership team this year. And really putting some thought behind, almost you guys operating and thinking like an owner in the sense of like, hey, here's what we would do, right? And I know you teach some classes down at the U for marketing and really sharing the learnings that you've gotten from there, bringing them into the business and into our meetings. It drives good dialogue between Frontline and 23.5, but also one thing I don't think you're fully aware of is it also drives that internal dialogue. Like I always drive away from our meetings thinking about new things and getting creative. And so, I'm just really excited about all that we've got ready to go, and as we execute on it, we look to see growth happen over the course of the year, which I'm confident will. I think like in part of our sales process, right? Like simply, and I don't know if you guys know this, but you created the kind of that one pager, which is an introduction to Frontline and what we're all about. And it opens conversation because we have, essentially two main business units that you guys work with me on, which is our service and the call center side. And so just some of the collateral that I've been given has been able to drive conversations in different directions where they may not have gone without it, right? It's a quick snapshot. I thought it was a beautiful one-pager that you created for our sales team where we just essentially can share it with the customer to ensure they understand everything our business does. And it opens these calls into more than there's more opportunity behind it than initially meets the eye because of the collateral that we're able to share. So I think it's definitely done a great job generating additional revenues.